And JT has your weekend weather forecast live from Daylesford. They're almost home on the Tour de Cure.
Now to JT, who is somewhere in Victoria on a very big day. Here he is.
We're in central Western Victoria in Daylesford, the best place to be after the wettest day in Victoria for the year. But we have hit so many milestones since we spoke last week. Since last weekend, we're almost at $3 million for this signature tour. We've hit $10 million for this annual year, and we are now over $50 million for Tour de Cure's history over 13 years. So I'll tell you what, we have big smiles on our faces, even though our muscles might be feeling a little bit sore. One more day to ride until we get into Geelong. But let's check in with the forecast.
Weekend sunrise weather, brought to you by Optus, celebrating 10 years backing the Tour de Cure.
There's a low and cold front bringing cold winds, showers and snow and storms to Victoria and New South Wales. That's good news for us riders. Moist winds are generating showers in tropical Queensland and in the Northern Territory, and the highs keeping WA dry and clear. Brisbane, today sunny and 24. Sydney, windy and 21. Canberra, mostly sunny and 17. Melbourne, possible showers and 17 degrees. Hobart, cloudy and 16. Adelaide, showers and 18. Perth, sunny and 24. And Darwin, partly cloudy and 29. Well, I'll tell you, I've got some vision to show you from yesterday. All I was thinking all day is this is great for the farmers, because it wasn't particularly good for cyclists. But what a great place to finish after a day like yesterday, because this is the spa capital of Australia. This is where you come if you want to have health, wellness, revitalise and massage. So perfect for us.
That goes hand in hand with coffee and cyclists, doesn't it, JT? Sounds lovely.
Yes, coffee, massage, cycling. Mwah.
JT, we can tell you're all getting on so well. Even your jokes that are sort of only so-so, the crowd behind you laughing with great support.
Come on, mate. So-so.
Good stuff, mate. Well done.
JT, it's exactly what we do for Baz here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, mate. It was a big night for some. I'll tell you, one person pretty excited about the Swans winning last night. Tony Lockett.
Wow.
We are just so lucky to have Tony Lockett with us this tour. And I know that you were kind of looking at the phone last night.
Yeah, I was having a bit of a look, mate. Keeping an eye on the score, and the Swannies were good, mate. Yeah, they need to win, which is good. Hopefully now they'll put a few together.
Absolutely. Now, Tony Lockett saw the Tour de Cure documentary last year.
Yep.
And you contacted Tour de Cure and said, I want to be part of it.
I did, yeah. I seen it. I thought it was unbelievable, actually. It was great watching, and so as soon as I seen it, I tracked down Mark Beretta, and I said, mate, I want in. And lucky enough, found me a spot, and, mate, haven't looked back. It's been unbelievable. The riding has just been so good. Great bunch of people, the whole lot, all the riders, all the staff, everyone that makes this show roll from town to town. Just had a great time, and it's been certainly one of the best things I've ever done.
Mate, I'm going to guess it didn't take too long to find your spot on tour. I reckon that was a pretty easy decision.
Yeah, look, I'm just grateful I've just come on and been accepted by everyone, and it's just been great. You know,
a lot of people watch what we do every day. Yep. Compared to what you saw in the documentary, what's the experience of being on tour been like?
Oh, it's just been like from the minute you get up till the minute you hit the hay at night time. You're on the go the whole time, and the whole show just keeps moving and moving and moving, and you've got to keep going, mate. You're doing 150 average a day, so there's no real time to be sitting around doing nothing. But the riding has just been choice, mate. It's just been,
hasn't it?
It's been epic. It's been great.
I'll tell you, he's like the Chuck Norris of Tour de Cure. Yeah. He doesn't climb a mountain, he crushes the mountain.
I don't know about that, mate.
Let's have a look at your weather forecast.
Weekend sunrise weather, brought to you by Optus, celebrating 10 years backing the Tour de Cure.
A low and cold front bringing cold winds, showers, snow and storms to Victoria. Great for riding. And to New South Wales. Moist winds generating showers in tropical Queensland and the Northern Territory, and a high keeping WA dry and clear. Brisbane, sunny and 24 today. Sydney, windy and 21. Canberra, mostly sunny and 17. Melbourne, possible showers and 17. Hobart, cloudy and 16. Adelaide, possible showers and 18. Perth, sunny and 24. And Darwin, cloudy and 29. Speaking of Mark Beretta, have a look at him.
Doing it tough, JT.
Just you relax. You relax. What a great call to get Plugger on this year. And I'll tell you what, with the kids at the school visits, unbelievable.
He's been outstanding. He's just brought new life to Tour de Cure. I think everyone who comes here brings something. And these guys from all over Australia, we've all put in a huge effort. And the fundraising speaks for itself. Over $10 million raised, and that'll fund hundreds of research projects by great Australian researchers. And all we have to do is get across the line today.
That's it. I know it's Beretta's 10th Tour de Cure. I know that's why we're going into Geelong. But as I read the weather forecast, how much are you remembering the tropical North Queensland tour?
It'll be fine. When we get to Geelong, the clouds will part, the sun will shine, and paradise will be found.
All right, we'll see you in half an hour, guys.
Well done, everyone. He looks so relaxed, Beretts, doesn't he? Homeward stretch. Good on you. Yeah.
I love it, Plugger saying you don't have time to sit around and do nothing except
for
now
Beretts.
and Beretts.
Terrific stuff. The great Tony Lockett. Well, we have new figures.
Here's JT with your Tour de Cure weather.
Thank you, mate. One day of riding to go. We came into Bellinzona last night here in Daylesford, spa capital of Australia. I'll tell you what, Sonia, thank you so much for coming in nice and early to deal with Yoff's bad shoulders and back. The thing is, there's no peace on Tour de Cure. There's about 200 people. And if you just go back a little bit there, you can see that you really have no time to yourself. It's one big happy family. We all have a great time. It is a great place to come and relax on other days. But when you're with Tour de Cure, it's hectic and chaotic, but we love it. Let's go to your national forecast.
Weekend sunrise weather, brought to you by Optus, celebrating 10 years backing the Tour de Cure.
Sunny in Cairns and Townsville, wind easing in Mount Isa and Toowoomba. Brisbane, sunny in 24, partly cloudy in Tamworth and Newcastle. Wind easing in Wollongong, snow for Thredbo. Sydney's going to be windy today and 21 degrees. Canberra, mostly sunny and 17. Cloudy in Mildura, Bendigo, Ballarat and Geelong. Showers at Warrnambool and Bairnsdale. Melbourne, showers and 17. Foggy at Launceston. Hobart, partly cloudy and 16. Showers for Mount Gambier, partly cloudy at Port Lincoln. Adelaide, a few showers and 18. Sunny for Alice Springs. Darwin, partly cloudy and 29. And in the west, sunny in Albany and Bunbury. Sunny elsewhere as well, including Perth, which is in for a top of 24 degrees. Some of the more serious members of the Tour de Cure family. Jerry Bateman, Pam Savage. You've done 25 tours or so.
I have. This is my 9th signature tour.
Fantastic. And what were the conditions like yesterday?
I've seen worse, but they were pretty bad. But safety for the riders is always paramount.
Well, have a look at just how wet it was. It was raining when we started, it was raining all day, and it was raining when we finished.
Yes.
How many tours have you done now, Jerry?
This is my 5th signature tour.
Fantastic. And what did you think of the conditions yesterday?
Wet and cold.
It really was. Every single item of clothing we owned was being worn, and we were still soaked to the bone. It was windy. There was this wind coming straight across the road. The conditions were actually so bad that by the time we got into lunch, we tried our best to warm up with some of that fantastic Canadian kitchen's cuisine. But in the end, safety had to prevail. There was a weather warning that was coming in as well. So we called the ride early yesterday. We got on the Greyhound buses and came in to Daylesford, where we warmed up, we relaxed, and we got one more day to go. So thank you very much, guys. We're going to get ready to get on the bikes, and we'll see you in half an hour.
Good on you. It did look very rough, but it does look great in slow-mo, doesn't it? Like just the little bits of water.
And JJ still had the sunglasses on.
Yes, but that probably keeps it.
Is that it?
Out of
It
his
needs the
eyes.
windscreen.
And well done,
wipers.
everybody, not mentioning the hat on the lady to JT's left. That was brilliantly done.
I think that it's just better if we just don't say a word.
Here's JT.
Thank you, mate. This is the look of nervous anticipation for the last day of Tour de Cure. We're in Victoria in Daylesford. The perfect place to stay inside. Health, wellness, it's that sort of place. But we're not going to do that. We're going to get on our bikes today. Yesterday, Scott from Lexus have been such great supporters of Tour de Cure. We've always got a safety car at the front and at the back to keep the riders safe. But yesterday, how would you describe the conditions?
Brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah, through gritted teeth. But I want to show you what's inside the Lexus this morning. Come on out, Ash.
Here we go.
$40,000. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you so much for waiting in the car for so long for the live cross to start.
Yeah, we're so thrilled to be here with the Tour de Cure team on our 13th signature tour and to present this cheque to a very worthy cause.
Oh,
Thank you.
awesome.
At least we had the climate control inside.
Yeah.
That brings our total to 10,080,000 for this year. Of course, this week we went over 50 million since Tour de Cure began. We're stoked about it. As we have a look at the forecast. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Weekend sunrise weather brought to you by Optus, celebrating 10 years backing the Tour de Cure.
Sunny and 24 in Brisbane today, windy in Sydney 21, Canberra sunny and 17, Melbourne possible showers and 17, Hobart cloudy and 16, Adelaide showers and 18, Perth sunny and 24, Darwin partly cloudy and 29. Well, here's a taste of what it looked like yesterday. We were pretty happy to get into Bellinzona here in Daylesford by the end of the day because it started dark and cold and windy, and it was a little bit less dark, but it was still just cold and wet and windy all day. The roads were pretty tough going. They were slow, hard work. They're country roads, so not much roll. The riders really had to push hard. We were into a wind, we were getting belted by the rain, and by the time we stopped for lunch, people were freezing. We had to pull out a couple of those hypothermic foils just to make sure that people were okay. And in the end, with the weather looking the way it was and with people in the condition they were in, we made a safety call. We got on the Greyhound buses and no one was disappointed about it because we were soaked on the outside and we hydrated on the inside at a fantastic little pub. This area is so great. It's sort of a really great weekend away from Melbourne, or if you want to come and have some health and wellness. So thank you to Bellinzona for keeping us warm yesterday afternoon, and thank you again to Lexus for keeping us safe on Tour de Cure.
Yeah, well
See you,
done,
Baz?
JT.
In half an hour.
I'm sure even greater sense of satisfaction having gone through those tough conditions, and another $40,000 from Lexus.
That's
well
it.
done
They're
to the
the days
team.
you remember.
What a brilliant last day. It's been fabulous and enjoyed today.
Is JT with your weather?
Yet, I'm assured by Beretta this is tropical conditions for this part of the world.
Absolutely balmy. Where else would you want to be?
A little bit of drizzle coming down, grey skies, but we're heading to Geelong, which is known as...
The Monaco of the South or the Victorian Riviera. Either way, it's fine.
Beretta's 10th Tour de Cure. It's going to be a huge celebration in Geelong tonight. The Garmin's already ticked over about 1,300 kilometres.
Yep.
We've just got a little ways to go and then we're there. Let's have a look at weather forecast.
Weekend sunrise weather brought to you by Optus, celebrating 10 years backing the Tour de Cure.
Sunny and 24 in Brisbane. That sounds great. Sydney, windy and 21. Canberra, mostly sunny and 17. Melbourne, possible showers and 17. Hobart, partly cloudy and 16. Adelaide, possible showers and 18. Perth, sunny and 24. And Darwin, cloudy and 29. I joke about the weather, but I couldn't stop thinking about the farmers yesterday. We had lots of great rain in this region. And today we're going to head down to Geelong, the Riverina of the South.
The Riviera.
Oh, Riviera! Okay, I'll get it right by the end. Everyone ready to go?
Righto. Let's get the sunshine moisture going.
Tour de Cure 2019, one to go.
Good job, guys. Yeah, bring it home.
Off you go.
Bring it home. Lucky last day. What a fabulous effort. More than $10 million raised.
So
Absolutely
good.
brilliant.
Watching that